Hey everybody, this is Nick from Android Headlines, and today we're going to be doing a speed test of the Nexus 6P versus the Nexus 5X. Alright, so since the first thing you're going to be doing is turning the device on every now and then, we're going to put that head-to-head first thing, and we're going to see which one boots up quicker and which one gets past that new security screen that Google has implemented with Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Now, the brand new security features in Android 6.0 Marshmallow not only include the fingerprint scanner and app permissions and a whole bunch of other really awesome things that Google has improved, but this brand new splash screen that you'll find to actually start Android. So it does an initial boot where it gets to this screen. You have to put in your security code or PIN code, depending on which one you decided on, and then it will actually boot into the OS. Now, this is to protect against some of the exploits that have been found on the lock screen. So if you've been on our site fairly recently in the last couple of months, you'll know that some people have been able to get around the lock screen by entering the camera, going to the emergency call, basically copy pasting until they create a RAM leak that kills the lock screen and actually starts up your desktop, which is not a great thing. So now that we are past that, you'll find that the Nexus 5X actually boots a little bit faster, clocking in at right around 69 seconds for the full boot to get to desktop, and the Nexus 6P is almost 10 seconds behind it. Now, the next suite of tests we're going to do is just going along some of the commonly used Google apps and some other ones, including the camera, the calendar, the Chrome dev browser, the Play Store, Google Drive, Field Trip, Keep, opening up the clock, Photos, and Translate. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the extra processing power and the faster RAM on the Nexus 6P have already given it a pretty considerable head start. Now, both of these phones are on the same Wi-Fi. I ran them separately, so there's no worry about the Wi-Fi getting interfered with, the bandwidth getting taken up. All this stuff is separate tests, back-to-back, basically, so we have the same kind of conditions. Since the phone was restarted before we started the test, everything has been cleared out of RAM, and none of these are cached ahead of time. Now, the second time around, once we go through the whole list of apps here, we're going to go ahead and reopen them and see which phone actually keeps these apps in memory and is able to immediately access them. You'll find that the Nexus 6P is actually able to keep pretty much everything in memory. The only thing that took really any time to load back up again was the camera, and the 6P finished all the way up through the end of the second round of apps, along with the quick overview window and swiping over to Google Now and all the way to the bottom before turning the screen off in a whopping 64 seconds. Now, I'm not going to go exactly on the 10th of a second here because this isn't 100% scientific, but we did go frame to frame and try to cut through some of the little extras here and there and try to match up my hand gestures the same on both phones. Now, you'll also notice that the Nexus 5X finishes here in almost double the time, 64 seconds versus 103 seconds. So that faster RAM on the Nexus 6P, the faster processing speed, and the fact that it has more RAM definitely helps a lot in daily use. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and check out all our Nexus coverage on the site. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you are, we are. Thanks for watching. See you next time.